Hello, friends, and welcome back to the TJKidz Story podcasting show where, hey, what are you doing in here, chatter? Oh, hi, TJ. I was just, doing the monologue thing. I thought maybe you were running a little late, and I figured I'd step in for the kids, No, I'm not running late. Wait, you're not even real. Why am I even talking to you? Of course I'm real, TJ. I'm right here. Okay, then where do you live, Chatter? In your imagination, of course. Okay, but that's not even a place. Okay, then I change my answer. Topia and the Enchanted Forest. Okay, whatever. Fine, you're real. Can you just get back to the story, please? Okay. Bye, TJ. Bye, kids. Can't wait to visit again soon. No, please don't. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why this keeps happening to me. Anyway, today's story is Jack and Maddie and the Enchanted Forest from the series The Adventures of Jack and Maddie. So let's get to it. So grab a comfy spot, get cozy, and join me on this adventure. Jack and Maddie and the Enchanted Forest. Jack and Maddie had just arrived at Aunt Jody's house, which was about 40 minutes away from their neighborhood in Sunset Shores. Aunt Jody was Jack's favorite aunt, not just because she lived in a super cool home out in the wilderness, but also because she spoiled the kids with treats, and she was always really happy to see them. Since Jack and Maddie were best friends, Maddie would always come along for the awesome adventures in the wilderness and to enjoy yummy homemade treats from Aunt Jody. It was the perfect little vacation getaway for the two of them. As the kids walked up the driveway, Aunt Jody greeted them on the front porch with some fresh-baked cookies and hot cocoa with marshmallows. "Hello, my sweet little babies," she said. "You have to eat. You two are skin and bones." "We're not that little anymore, Aunt Jody," said Jack. "I'm almost as tall as you." "Oh, I know, Jackie," she said. "But you two will always be my little babies. So precious and kind. You can call us babies all you want," said Maddie. "Especially if you keep filling our bellies with these yummy treats." "Thanks, Aunt Jody. These are delicious." The three of them caught up for a while before dinner. Aunt Jody made her famous lasagna, and the kids ate with delight, licking their plates clean. They followed the meal with some s'mores by the fire pit. While the kids roasted their marshmallows, Aunt Jody leaned back in her rocking chair and looked out toward the woods. "You know," she said, "the forest behind the house isn't just any forest. Some say it's enchanted." Jack and Maddie perked up. "Enchanted? How?" Maddie asked, licking the marshmallow off her finger. "Well," Aunt Jody said, "some folks say there's a glowing butterfly that leads a chosen few into the secret part of the woods. But be careful playing out there. They say once you're in, it's not so easy to get out." "Is that really true, Aunt Jody?" Jack asked. "I'm not really sure," she replied. "But the two of you best not wander off too far. I know you're both brave adventurers, but you're also my precious babies. So be careful." "We will," Maddie responded. "You don't have to worry about us, Aunt Jody. We may be adventurers, but we always manage to avoid sticky situations." "All right now, kids. I'm going to watch some TV. Don't stay up too late, you two," Aunt Jody said with a wink. A little later that evening, Jack and Maddie grabbed some cookies and flashlights and tiptoed outside. The moon was full, and it provided the perfect natural light for a forest adventure. So Jack and Maddie headed into the forest looking for adventure. Maddie turned to Jack. I mean, it's almost as if your aunt wanted us to find something cool out here, she said. Why else would she tell us that story? I mean, we're kids. What kid wouldn't want to investigate? Suddenly, a glowing butterfly fluttered past them. Whoa, Jack whispered. Should we follow it? Maddie asked. Jack turned to Maddie. Obviously. They chased the butterfly deeper into the woods until it hovered over a fat tree stump. As they stepped closer, the ground lit up beneath them with a light blue glow, and it began to encircle them. And just like that, they were pulled into a swirling portal. They landed with a soft thump in a forest that looked like a dream. Trees with glowing leaves, mushrooms that were bright colored with glowing spots, and grass that was so soft and perfect. This is amazing, Maddie said. They ventured on, wandering through the forest for a while, discovering all sorts of new and beautiful things. There were glowing butterflies of all colors and varieties, colorful frogs, and they even saw a purple bunny-looking creature. It was pretty magical, and they were in awe of the nature and beauty of this forest, an enchanted forest. But after wandering for a little while, they began to feel something was off. We've passed that mushroom like 3 times, Jack said. And that tree with the owl-looking face on it, too, Maddie added. They were starting to realize that they had been walking in circles. Suddenly, the ground beneath them squished. Uh-oh, Jack said. They were stuck in a thick, gooey mud pit that smelled faintly of peaches and swamp water. Gross, Maddie shouted. What is this stuff? I can't move. From behind a tree, a creature with leafy hair and a crooked smile appeared. You're stuck, he said. Only way out is to answer what was said. What does that mean? Jack asked, but the creature just chuckled and vanished into the trees. They struggled, but the goo pulled them in deeper. Jack, we're sinking, Maddie cried. Just then, a voice rang out. Well, well, you two look like you've got yourselves in a sticky situation. It was the Chatter, a quirky little creature that had a human-like body with cat-like features. Hey you, Jack shouted, help us! The Chatter leans against a tree, munching on a glowing apple. The Enchanted Forest, he said, always wanting everyone to stay. First time here? He asked. Yes, this is our first time here, Maddie shouted. If you don't mind, we really don't have much time for chit-chat here. We're sinking fast. Oh my, yes, I'd say you are, the Chatter replied. Now the goo had made its way all the way up to the necks of Jack and Maddie. Please help us, shouted Jack. We don't have much time. What did the goo guy say? The Chatter asked. He said, only way out is to answer what was said, Jack shouted. Chatter grinned. Ah, a riddle. I love riddles. Let's see. He paced back and forth. Down is up and up is down. You two are thinking and there's no time to clown around. That's not the riddle, Maddie shouted. Oh, I know, Chatter said. I'm just warming up. Answer what was said. That means you have to repeat the creature's words exactly. Jack and Maddie looked at each other. Only way out is to answer what was said, they said together. Suddenly, the goo bubbled, fizzed, and popped, then vanished completely, and they were free. Ta-da! Chatter said. You solved it. Well, technically I solved it, but you helped. Jack and Maddie laughed as they dusted themselves off. Who are you anyway? Maddie asked. I'm the Chatter, he said proudly, at your service. Nice to meet you, Chatter, Maddie responded. I'm Maddie, and this is my best friend Jack. Where do you live? I live here in the Enchanted Forest, but I visit Copia sometimes. The unicorns there throw some great parties. Jack and Maddie's eyes widened. Unicorns? Oh, yes, the Chatter said. Peggy the unicorn is a good friend of mine. She got stuck here once, too. Not like you in the goo. Hey, I just rhymed. Well, that's something new. Well, actually, it's not. I must have forgot. Oh, I just stepped in some poo. And now it's on my shoe. Chatter? Jack asked. Are you ever going to stop rhyming? Oh, pardon me, Jack, responded the Chatter. I get so carried away sometimes. You know, when I meet new people, it's like I get excited and I can't help myself. Sometimes I just go on and on without realizing I've been talking for over 2 hours straight, although most people stop me long before. Chatter? Maddie interrupted. You're doing it again. Oh my, you're right, dear Maddie, the Chatter responded. That means I must be nervous or excited. I'm not sure which. Oh, it could mean that I have to go potty. I think I know why you're called the Chatter, Jack interrupted. Oh my goodness, you do? The Chatter responded with excited anticipation. Oh, never mind, Jack said as the three of them traveled on. They walked through the forest, and the Chatter showed them a hidden path that shimmered with light. To find this path, you must first have the belief that you can find the tree without a leaf, and if you do, you shall have no doubt that you have found the only way out. And if you want back in, remember again that in the forest of man there lies a stump that is big and round and rather plump, he said. Got it, said Jack. We know the stump. That's how we got here. And to get out, Maddie added, we find this tree, the only tree with no leaves, and that will lead us to the lighted path out, right? That's right, dear, the Chatter responded. But how will we find you? Jack questioned. Just say the secret phrase, the Chatter responded. What's the phrase? Jack asked. Chatter leaned in and whispered. Cookies, kids, and copia. Cookies, kids, and copia, Maddie repeated. Say that and I'll be there, Chatter said, but only if you bring snacks. Jack and Maddie laughed and hugged the Chatter goodbye. It was really nice meeting you, Chatter, said Maddie. The pleasure is all mine, responded the Chatter. We'll be back soon, said Jack as they stepped through the glowing path, landing back in Aunt Jody's backyard once again. Jack and Maddie hurried back inside and tiptoed back to their rooms. It had been another awesome adventure, and as the moonlight danced across the treetops, Jack and Maddie drifted off to sleep, dreaming of glowing butterflies, enchanted forests, and the promise of another adventure just around the corner. The end. And that is the end of our story, friends. Wow! Jack and Maddie thought they were just visiting Aunt Jody for cookies and cocoa, but they ended up in a glowing forest, solving riddles, meeting the Chatter, and escaping swamp goo. Now that's a surprise. That chatter sure is silly. That reminds me of a good moral that I learned from this story. Sometimes the best adventures begin with curiosity, but it's wisdom and teamwork that help us find our way back. Also, kindness isn't just about giving. It's about being present for the people who matter most. Like Jack and Maddie. They stick together through every twist and turn, even when faced with big challenges. And the chatter? Even though he's quirky and a bit goofy, he helps them solve the riddle and escape the goo. He shares wisdom, shows them a path out, and offers friendship. What did you learn? Anything else you noticed? I can't wait to hear what you think. Well, that's it for today, friends. Thanks for tuning in. See you on the next one. Toodles!